My beloved friends, today we are here to talk about something so very precious, something that belongs only to you and yet connects you with the entire universe, your life. Every breath you take, every thought you think, every word you speak, every action you carry out, these are the brushstrokes that paint the canvas of your life. And perhaps at this very moment, you are seeking something more. Perhaps you are longing for change. Perhaps you are ready to let go of old ways and step into a new and brighter version of yourself. If that is true, then you are already halfway there, because the willingness to change is the very beginning of transformation. Life is not a rigid structure carved in stone. Life is fluid. It flows, bends, it expands, and it responds to the energy you bring into it. You are never stuck. You are never trapped. The walls you feel around you are illusions created by thoughts and beliefs you may have carried for years. The beautiful thing about thoughts and beliefs is that they are not permanent. They are like clouds in the sky, some heavy, some light, some passing quickly, others lingering longer, but all of them moving, shifting, and eventually dissolving. The moment you realize that you are not your thoughts, you are not your beliefs, you are not your past, you begin to open the door to freedom. So today, I invite you to open that door wide. Let us step together into the light of possibility. Let us choose to believe that change is not only possible, but it is natural, inevitable, and always available to you. There are gentle steps you can take, and each one builds upon the other. Each one is a key that unlocks a new door within yourself, until you find that you are standing in a vast garden of infinite opportunities. The first step is awareness. To change your life, you must first become aware of what is happening in your inner world. Close your eyes for a moment and listen, not to the noise of the outer world, but to the whispers of your own thoughts. What words are you repeating to yourself? What stories have you been telling about your life, your worth, your future? Many of us go through life on autopilot, repeating the same beliefs our parents had, the same fears society placed upon us, the same criticisms that teachers or loved ones once spoke. These become like background music, playing so softly we forget it is there, yet it influences every dance we make. Awareness is the moment you stop and wait. What? What am I believing right now? Is this belief serving me? Does this thought uplift me, or does it tear me down? That awareness is powerful because what you are willing to see, you can begin to heal. When you look at your thoughts with awareness, do not judge them. Do not scold yourself for having them. Simply notice them. Smile gently and, this is interesting. I used to believe this, but perhaps now I can choose differently. This act of witnessing yourself with kindness is already creating space. It is dissolving the chains that once held you tight. Awareness is like turning on the light in a dark room. You may still see the clutter, but now you have the vision to clear it away. The second step is forgiveness. And how this step opens the heart like nothing else. So many people carry heavy bags of anger, resentment, and guilt upon their shoulders. They wake up in the morning and the weight is already there. They go to sleep at night and still it has not left. But the truth is, forgiveness is not about excusing what others have done. Forgiveness is about setting yourself free. It is choosing not to let the past hold power over your present. Think of a wound on the body. If you keep picking at it, it never heals. But when you gently tend to it, cleanse it, and allow it to rest, the skin closes, the pain eases, and eventually it becomes only a memory, no longer an ache. Forgiveness works the same way for the heart. When you forgive others, you release yourself from the endless cycle of pain. When you forgive yourself, you step out of shame and step into self-compassion. You may say, but they hurt me too much. I cannot forgive. And I understand. Forgiveness does not have to happen all at once. It is a process, a gentle loosening. You can begin with the willingness. I am willing to forgive. I may not know how yet, but I am willing. That willingness creates cracks in the walls, allowing the light to seep in. Over time, with practice, you will find that the energy you spent on bitterness is transformed into energy for joy. And as you forgive, do not forget to forgive the most important person in your life, yourself. Too many of us carry regrets, things we wish we had done differently, words we wish we had spoken or left unsaid. But hear me now. You did the best you could with the understanding, the knowledge, and the awareness you had at the time. When you know better, you do better. So honor the one you were, forgive the one you are, and love the one you are becoming. The third step is affirmations, speaking new words of truth to yourself, creating new beliefs that nourish your soul. Your subconscious mind is like a garden, and every thought is a seed. What you plant will grow. If you plant seeds of fear, doubt, and criticism, do not be surprised if weeds fill the soil. But if you plant seeds of love, faith, and empowerment, then blossoms will grow that bring beauty to your life. Affirmations are not just sentences, they are declarations of the reality you are choosing. They reprogram the mind gently, over time, so that you stop recycling the negative tapes of the past and begin playing a new song of hope. When you wake up in the morning, instead of thinking, oh, another hard day, you can place your hand on your heart and say, today I choose joy. Today I open myself to miracles. Today I love and accept myself exactly as I am. Even if you do not fully believe the words yet, keep saying them. Imagine teaching a child to walk. You do not give up when the child falls the first time. You encourage them again and again until the muscles grow stronger and walking becomes natural. Affirmations work in the same way. With repetition and faith, your mind learns new patterns, and these new patterns begin to shape your reality. The fourth step is gratitude. Gratitude is the bridge between where you are and where you want to be. When you focus on lack, on what you do not have, you are telling the universe, I am not enough. Life is not enough. And so the universe, being the loving mirror that it is, reflects that back to you. But when you shift your gaze and say, thank you for what I have. Thank you for the breath in my lungs, the ground beneath my feet, the people who love me, the lessons I have learned, then you align yourself with abundance. Gratitude is not about pretending everything is perfect. It is about recognizing that even in imperfection, beauty exists. It is about opening your eyes to the gifts that are already here. And the more you notice them, the more they multiply. Life loves to give to those who are grateful. Gratitude turns what you have into enough, and more than enough. It shifts your vibration so that you become a magnet for blessings. Make it a practice each day. Write down 3 things you are grateful for. Speak them out loud. Feel the warmth they bring to your heart. Over time, you will find that gratitude softens your worries, lifts your mood, and reminds you that you are never truly alone. The 5th step is love. Love is the highest vibration, the greatest healer, the purest power in existence. Love is not only something we give to others, it is something we must first give to ourselves. For too long, many people have been taught that loving themselves is selfish, but in truth, it is the opposite. When you love yourself, you fill your cup, and from that fullness you can give authentically to others. When you are empty inside, your giving becomes a burden. But when you are overflowing with self-love, your giving becomes a joy. To love yourself is to treat yourself with kindness, to speak to yourself as you would speak to someone you cherish. It is to nourish your body with good food, your mind with uplifting thoughts, your soul with rest and joy. It is to stop criticizing yourself for not being perfect and instead celebrate yourself for being beautifully human. Stand in front of the mirror and look into your own eyes. At first, it may feel strange, but say to yourself, I love you. I really, really love you. Feel the resistance. Let the tears come if they do, and keep going. With time, the walls you built against yourself will fall, and you will meet yourself again with tenderness. Love is not only for the mirror, it is for the world. When you carry love inside you, it radiates outward. Your smile becomes a gift. Your words become healing. Your presence becomes a blessing. You begin to see others not through the lens of judgment, but through the eyes of compassion. And as you love more, life loves you back in ways you cannot even imagine. So awareness, forgiveness, affirmations, gratitude, and love. These are the 5 gentle steps to change your life. They are not rules to be followed rigidly. They are invitations to live more fully. You do not have to master them all at once. Begin where you are. Perhaps today you simply become aware of one negative thought and choose a kinder one. Perhaps tomorrow you forgive yourself for a small mistake. Perhaps the next day you whisper an affirmation before bed. Step by step, the path unfolds. Remember, change does not happen overnight, but every moment you choose differently, you are planting new seeds. And with patience, those seeds grow into a garden that will nourish you for years to come. You are not broken. You are not unworthy. You are not too late. You are a magnificent being of light and love, and you are always capable of renewal. The universe supports you in every step you take. Life wants you to thrive. And when you take these steps with courage and gentleness, you align yourself with the magic of creation. So today, I invite you to whisper to yourself, I am willing to change. I am willing to release the past. I am willing to step into love. I am willing to create a beautiful life for myself. Feel the truth of theirs in your heart. Know that it is possible. Know that you are worthy. And know that the journey begins right here, right now, with this very breath. The power to change your life is not somewhere far away. It is within you. It always has been. And today, by choosing awareness, forgiveness, affirmations, gratitude, and love, you are already on your way to a life that reflects the deepest desires of your soul. My dear friends, trust the process, trust yourself, and trust life. For life in all its wisdom is always loving you. Every thought you think is shaping the vibration of your life. And when you begin to notice the patterns, you can choose differently. Imagine how powerful it is to simply pause before reacting. Instead of snapping at yourself for making a mistake, you stop, breathe, and say, it's all right. I am learning. I am growing. That moment of pause is a miracle in itself because it interrupts the old cycle and allows the birth of a new one. When you combine this pause with forgiveness, something truly magical happens. The walls you thought were holding you and begin to dissolve. You no longer feel defined by your past choices. You no longer feel trapped by what others have said about you. You realize that you are more than what happened to you. You are more than your mistakes. You are more than the labels that were placed upon you. You are life itself, expressing uniquely through you. And as you stand in this awareness, your affirmations gain power. They are no longer just words spoken into the air. They become anchors that keep you steady in storms. Each time you say, I am worthy, you reclaim a piece of yourself that was once hidden. Each time you say, I am open to abundance, you shift your energy into receiving. Each time you say, I am safe, I am loved, I am enough, you heal old wounds that once whispered lies of unworthiness. You may wonder why words have so much power. It is because every word carries energy, and energy creates reality. When you speak with intention, you align your inner world with your outer world. If you plan affirmations daily, you will one day look around and realize that your life reflects those very words. It is not wishful thinking. It is conscious creation. And as you create, gratitude becomes the sunlight that allows your garden to flourish. Without gratitude, your affirmations are seeds without warmth. With gratitude, they thrive and bloom. Gratitude is the gentle acknowledgement that even while you are becoming, you are already blessed. It shifts your focus from what is missing to what is present, from emptiness to fullness. It teaches you that joy is not found in some distant future. It is here now in the very breath you are taking. Love, then, is the water that sustains it all. Love nourishes awareness. Love softens forgiveness. Love empowers affirmations. Love deepens gratitude. Without love, change feels forced. With love, change feels natural. It flows, it expands, it becomes effortless. When you hold love at the center, everything else begins to harmonize. You may begin to notice how love transforms even the smallest parts of your day. A smile at a stranger, a kind word to yourself in the mirror, a moment of stillness where you place your hand on your heart and simply feel alive. All of these are acts of love, and each act ripples outward. You never truly know how far your love reaches. Perhaps the kindness you show today will inspire someone else tomorrow, and that person will go on to uplift another. Love multiplies, love expands, love heals. This journey of change is not about becoming someone new. It is about remembering who you already are beneath the layers of fear, pain, and self-doubt. You are returning to your essence. You are peeling away the false stories to reveal the truth that you are a radiant being worthy of joy, peace, and fulfillment. And when challenges come, as they inevitably do, these steps will be your guide. When you feel lost, awareness will remind you to pause. When you feel hurt, forgiveness will set you free. When you feel doubtful, affirmations will lift your spirit. When you feel lacking, gratitude will fill your cup. And when you feel alone, love will remind you that you are always connected to all of life. My dear friends, as you walk forward from this moment, remember that change is not something outside of you waiting to be discovered. It is already alive within you. Each breath you take is a new chance. Each thought you choose is a new seed. And each act of love is a new beginning. You are not bound by the past. You are not limited by fear. You are not defined by anyone else's opinion. You are the creator of your own life, and the power to transform it rests in your hands right now, in this very moment. Take these 5 steps and make them your daily companions. Let awareness open your eyes. Let forgiveness lighten your heart. Let affirmations shape your beliefs. Let gratitude expand your joy, and let love guide your every action. Step by step, you will discover that life responds to you with kindness, with opportunities, with miracles. Stand tall in the knowing that you are worthy of all the good life has to offer. Trust the process, trust your journey, and trust that the universe is always supporting you. The greatest change you can make is to remember the truth of who you are, a radiant, powerful, beautiful being here to live fully, love deeply, and shine brightly. So go forward with courage, with faith, and with love in your heart. Your life is ready to change. And you, my beloved, you're ready to receive it.